I went back and watched the Tyson Fury and Ngannou fight, and I want to see it again though because somebody commented in my section that every time Tyson Fury hugged Ngannou, he kind of let it linger, and then when Ngannou would clinch, he'd break it up. And I said, well, they kind of wanted to favor Fury so he could get the fight with Usyk guaranteed. And the politics of boxing, as Lennox Lewis used to say. And there's kind of no way they were going to let Ngannou win on a decision. I feel he would have had to lay Tyson Fury through the ropes in order to get that win, and maybe not even then. But I went back and watched the fight, and Ngannou, the things that he did better than I remember was he had a nice little double jab, and he was going at Fury's body pretty well, and I thought that was pretty good. And he had some pretty nice footwork in one of those rounds too. And I know people said he didn't do real good in his fight with Cyril Gahn, and I'm currently rewatching that too because they're saying that Ngannou wasn't doing so well in that and kept taking it to the ground because he had surgery on his knees or something like that. Looked like they were even wrapped. But what fighter goes into a fight 100%, especially if you've had at least 10 fights, you probably got some type of injury that's lingering. You just have to work through it. Like they say, there's a difference between an injury and just being hurt, something like that. But, when I watched the Cyril Gahn fight, he was putting hands on Ngannou, and Ngannou kept taking it to the ground. But back to Fury and Ngannou, the thing that I think Joshua will capitalize on, and I see Ngannou doing it on the pads, he tends to reach. And when you reach against someone like Anthony Joshua, a seasoned professional, he's going to make you pay for it. He might let you get away with it like one or two or three times just so you get comfortable doing it and then unload. I forget what fighter it was, but some fighter I remember they said he jabbed a guy kind of off to the side for 9 rounds or something like that, and then just or used his right to the side and then just slid it over a little bit in the 10th and knocked the guy out. He got him used to blocking over here and then knocked him out. So, I'm sure Joshua was studying the Miocic, the first Miocic Ngannou fight. He's probably studying some of what Cyril Gahn did too, even though Cyril Gahn didn't win the fight. And for everybody thinking that Ngannou's going to look so massive next to AJ, go check out Cyril Gahn, who people were saying looked like AJ. And Cyril Gahn was the same size as Ngannou upper body wise, if not bigger. Ngannou had him beating the legs, man. Ngannou's got some tree trunks for legs. But I remember thinking Ngannou and Cyril Gahn might be as close as we get to AJ Wilder or AJ Ngannou. But I think that AJ will capitalize off of these lunging attempts. The thing that Ngannou can do to cause AJ some problem are those double jabs to the chest or to the body. I remember George Foreman saying heavyweights don't like to get hit in the chest. It's like you stick a syringe in there or something. He said, it's not a good feeling. Holyfield did that in his rematch with Lennox Lewis. He kept hitting him in the chest pretty hard, and it seemed to throw Lennox off and I think it took his wind a little bit too. But, go back and watch that Francis Ngannou Tyson Fury fight. And, I thought Ngannou kept his hands up pretty well. Another mistake, though, that Ngannou's going to have to correct, and I see him do that in the UFC too, he keeps his mouth wide open. You can't do that against a puncher and a boxer. You just can't do that because if they clip you on the tip of that chin, you could get your jaw broken early on, and then you're trying to fight the rest of the fight with a broken jaw, and that's no fun. Tommy Morrison did that. Muhammad Ali did that. I think Ali in the Ken Norton fight, you get your jaw broken early, and you're going to have to keep going if you got the heart. That's why I say hearts make fights more than styles make fights. But, people like to stick with the cliches. I say hearts make fights. But, that's my take from rewatching the Tyson Fury Francis Ngannou fight. I thought Fury kind of stunned Ngannou in round one, and I don't think he really realized it and didn't follow up with anything. And I think Joshua can win this fight by jabbing for a couple rounds and just like he did Jermaine Franklin and then just mixing up the attack like he did Wallin. But that's just me. If I say that, they're going to say I'm biased. And like one guy was saying, you have some favorites. So do you, I'm pretty sure. You have some favorites. I'm still objective. I still can call it like I see it. If I was biased, I wouldn't have said Ruiz would be AJ's toughest fight, and I wouldn't have said that Usyk would win the rematch with AJ if I was biased. So get the hate out your bloodstream and the craziness out your bloodstream. And yeah, listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. Not always right, but I'm over 90%. And you can believe that. Anyways, the J. Roos Theory. If you wish to donate to the platform, my Cash App is $JROOS33. Thanks to everybody so far that has donated. I appreciate that. And I'll try to keep giving you quality content with no biasness. Is that a word? Biasness? Biased views? Anyway, thanks for watching. LSR forever. Beat down the like button, comment, share, subscribe, and be fearless. Yay.